The materials used by construction crews have changed over the years as new technologies have emerged.
Yeah, Tom asked, what are the large white blocks near the construction on I-64 in Shelby County? Here's Victor Puente with the answer to that good question.
Those giant blocks are known as geofoam. They are made of expanded polystyrene. That's the same material that styrofoam is made of, although styrofoam is actually the brand name of the product made by Dow. Now, for the use we're talking about, companies produce large, high-density blocks to be used for construction. The most common use is as a way to fill voids near a highway, a bridge, or an embankment. Now, even though they are high density, they're also still relatively light, especially when compared to soil. That means those blocks are less likely to damage any existing utilities. They're also easier to move, and it won't settle like soil might. Once it's put in place, another barrier, such as concrete, will be placed over it. Now, geofoam has other uses like insulation, stadium seating, and even green roofing projects. If you have a good question, just email us. Goodquestions@WKYT.com. I'll see you on WKYT Mornings.